MSX. It is the late 1990s. The world is embarking on an age of peace and stability. Relations between the Cold War superpowers have thawed. Regional conflicts are being resolved. The threat of nuclear war is now a thing of the past. But there are some who do not desire peace. An atmosphere of tension begins to build in the Middle East. A military junta comes to power in Zanzibar Land, a small nation bordering the USSR, China, and the Middle East. Zanzibar Land attacks nuclear weapons disposal sites around the world, seizing those weapons that are still intact, and becomes the world's only nuclear power. It then begins to invade its neighbors at will. After renouncing nukes forever, the world is once again threatened by the specter of nuclear war. Meanwhile, the world's oil supply, which was to last another 30 years, suddenly and unexpectedly dries up. Without a safe alternate source of energy, the world faces a severe energy crisis. It is in these dire circumstances that Dr. Keo Marv, a sec biologist, develops Oilix, a microbe that can synthesize high-grade petroleum. With this discovery, global tensions are once again on the rise. On his way to attend an American scientific conference, Dr. Marv is kidnapped by agents of Zanzibar Land. With its nuclear weapons and the secret of Oilix, Zanzibar Land plans to achieve global military domination. A tiny microbe, only a few microns wide, is about to change the world forever. And with that long introduction, welcome everyone to my brand new playthrough hosted by yours truly, mrespnozax, celebrating 15 years of yours truly. Yeah, buddy. We are playing a game of a sequel of a game that I played through back in the day and everything like that and stuff. This one kind of took a while because, yeah, this game is this game requires a lot of memory and everything. A lot of memory, a lot of backtracking, just knowing what you got to do and everything like that and stuff. I've only played this game once and everything, but I need to play this game. A lot of people say, yo, you don't need to play the original Metal Gears in order to get to Metal Gear Solid 2 because there's like a recap of that. There's only so much that a recap can, talk about and everything like that. It won't fully explain some stuff, because I feel like people are still gonna miss certain key points and certain like characters and everything like that and stuff. But anyway, welcome everyone to Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake playthrough, released in 1990. Yes, released for the MSX, and which was later ported over to Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater and everything, and for the HD collection, and after that pretty much the Master Collection that would come out years after the HD collection and everything. So yes, again, I've only played this game once. That was through the HD collection and everything like that, because it's like I know a lot of people say like, oh, you don't have to play the first two games, you could skip over those and then pretty much go straight to Metal Gear Solid and everything like that. And again, I'm just like, that could be true, but still, it's like, there is some things in Metal Gear Solid that talk about that they talk about, like, who's Big Boss? Zanzibar Land? Wait, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, nah, I gotta play these games and everything. So yeah, so like literally, that's what I started playing. Literally after beating Snake Eater, I just like, you know what, let me play the original and everything like that and stuff. And it was again through the HD collection and everything like that. And I had a fun time, playing those games and everything like that. Again, I've only played this game like once, so this is my literal second time and everything like that. And I'm gonna try my best to remember what to do and everything. If memory serves me right and everything, I remembered first time playing, I did have to kind of look up a whole playthrough on what to do and everything and stuff. But I'm pretty sure I should, freshen up my mind and everything. So yeah. And also, I know this game's a stealth-ish game and everything like that and stuff. But honestly, I kind of do get caught on purpose. Because I actually like this song. I actually do really like the alert theme for this game, dude. It's really, really good and everything like that. But anyway, here we are. Years after killing Big Boss back in Outer Heaven, we finds ourselves again playing as the legendary Solid Snake and everything, who is now infiltrating Zanzibar Land and pretty much stopping, their evil plot and to rescue Dr. Marv, who has discovered an alternative way for oil and everything like that. And Zanzibar's like, nah, we gotta have our hands on this. Let's kidnap the doctor and all his associates and everything like that. So that's pretty much what we're doing, is rescuing Dr. Marv and everything and getting him out of Zanzibar Land and everything like that and stuff. So yes, so like I do believe Solid Snake did take some time off right after, because he's still feeling the effects of killing his own mentor and everything like that and stuff, like feeling betrayed. And I'm just like, damn, I'm just like, wow, like that just is like, dude. And then finding out that coming out of retirement just to pretty much stop these guys, because he's the only man that could pretty much stop them and everything. So yes, and of course Solid Snake one of the masters of the stealth and everything like that, and everything. Pretty much. Again, why they call him Solid Snake? He's like a snake. He slithers. He goes, for the kill and everything like that and stuff. And pretty much, uses different ways to pretty much, hide from his enemies and everything like that. Pretty much uses a cardboard box and everything. He'll crawl through ducts and everything like that. He'll sneak up behind you and everything. He'll hide underneath something and everything. So yeah. But yeah, these games are really fun still, and everything. I know, a lot of people are like, oh, you can skip over them. I'm like, nah, dude, these games are really good. I really do like them and everything. I love a good, a good game that pretty much rolls around, finding stuff and then, coming back later to a certain spot, because you have that key and everything like that and stuff. Like, I don't know, I'm a sucker for those and everything like that and stuff. So yeah, and it's not only that, there's some other stuff about this game as well, which I won't show off just yet until we get there, and everything, which I do find it kind of clever and everything. And again, this was made by Hideo Kojima, and the dude always finds ways to pretty much and this is one of the reasons why Hideo Kojima is, one of my favorite game developers. Is like he always finds a way, clever ways, to when it comes to certain things and everything like that and stuff. And he's a great storyteller, and it's a little scary, especially with what's going on with the world now. And I'm just over here thinking, reading, that dialogue. I'm like, damn, dude, that's kind of what's going on right now in the world, and everything. And it's like, Hideo Kojima kind of could predict the future, and everything. Like his game, he'll make a game from 1990 or 2004. I do believe that's the year Metal Gear Solid 2 came in. No, not 2004, 2003, 2002. I do believe it's 2002. Annotation down, and pretty much later on it'll come to fruition. I'm just like, that is scary, and everything like that. Like that certain part in Metal Gear Solid 2, I'm just like, wow, dude. That's just crazy. Everything. That's why I really love Hideo Kojima and everything, especially with Death Stranding. It's like, damn, dude, that game came out at a really bad time, because that game literally came out when COVID hit and everything. And then looking back at the game, damn, dude, that's literally what we're going through right now. Holy shit, dude. And stuff. I'm pretty sure, I think he did make that game way before COVID, but when COVID hit, it was just like, oh shit, damn, that is insane, and stuff. But yeah, anyway, we got the first key card and everything, and pretty much use those key cards to pretty much open certain doors and everything like that, much like in the original game, and everything like that and stuff. And again, this does require a lot of backtracking, and everything like that and stuff, really big time backtracking and everything. It's just in case if you're missing something. I'm like, I'm missing something, let me go back here. I'm like, oh snap, okay, I know where to go now and everything. So yeah, and stuff, and pretty much it's crazy, because it's like I'd never played on the MSX, and everything like that. Only reason I know that MSX existed was because of, the original 2 games and everything and stuff. But imagine back then, not knowing what to do, and everything. I don't even know if this game had a strategy guide back then, and stuff. Because again, the internet didn't exist. You couldn't look up a playthrough and everything like that, unless somebody knew what to do. If you knew somebody hey, do you know what to do here and everything, or if there was a strategy guide somewhere out there, you would have to pretty much follow that and everything, and stuff. Trust me, I've owned a lot of strategy guides on certain games, but if I felt like a game, I'm just like, I don't need a strategy guide for this and everything. This one's pretty much simple enough. But it's if it's one game, I'm like, okay, I need a strategy guide for this. Or now it's like, okay, I gotta look up a playthrough of this, and everything like that and stuff, because it's it helps out, and everything. It helps out, and everything like that and stuff, to You know, to like, especially with older games and everything. I'm just like, we're playing an older game for the first time. I'm just like, oh, I don't know what to do here. Everything. I'm kind of stuck here because again, they don't give you any like, you know, like direction of where to go and everything like that. So it's like you do have to do a lot of like, okay, I do remember going here. I do remember going there. Oh, that's right. I should probably go over here and everything. You know, just pretty much got to look up like everywhere of where to go and everything. So I know I should have probably played this game once on my own time before doing a playthrough of it and everything like that. So I'm just like, okay, just let me like, you know, see, you know, if memory serves me right and everything. I do tend to have a good memory when it comes to like, you know, video games. I'm like, okay, I kind of do remember, you know, doing this and everything. Like, oh, okay, now I know what to do and everything. So yeah, but anyway, now that we got the first key card, now we go over here and stuff. So yeah, and trust me, you will see me get caught a lot. I'm just saying that right now and everything like that, because again, like I'm not when it comes to stealth, I'm not the best at it and everything. So yeah, heh, foolish foxhound. Dr. Marv isn't here. Figures that Foxhound would use such a cheap transmitter. You guys are... Oh my god. What's going on? I am Black Ninja, a former member of NASA's extraterrestrial. Now, let's see if just how strong the world's... Show me what you got, Foxhound. And now we're facing off against Black Ninja. Yes, so he's going to be doing a lot of teleporting and everything like that. Gotta avoid the ninja stars and everything. You're only equipped with your handgun, so I guess best strategy is to pretty much use this handgun, hide behind cover, try to dodge, you know, the ninja stars and everything like that, and stuff. And I'm gonna say this now, you know, your handgun, you just have a regular handgun. Do not use your handgun early on if you're really trying to, like, you know, hide from the enemies and everything like that and stuff. That's honestly the best way, but I know much later on in the game you do get a silencer for your handgun and everything, so yeah. But anyway, we're pretty sure we're almost here. Oh, I'm over here aiming at the wrong spot. Oh, there you go, we got him. Snake, who are you? How do you know my name? It's me, Schneider. Kyle Schneider? He's still alive. Oh my god. Schneider? You were in resistance at Outer Heaven. But I thought they killed you. You've got a lot to learn, Snake. I was killed, but not by them, by you and your country. What are you saying, Schneider? Snake, after you destroyed Metal Gear, NATO launched a massive bombing campaign against Outer Heaven. All of us resistance fighters and the children of Outer Heaven, they didn't care about any of us. There was no escape from the flames. They died like animals in a cage. I can't believe this. Think about it. The children of Outer Heaven were originally war orphans and refugees from all over the world. They were a liability, and NATO didn't want to deal with them. No. You're no different. They'll forget about you too. But he wasn't like them. Who? He came and saved us from annihilation. He forgave us for what we'd done. He gave us a new land and to call home, a new family. He did? You mean, Snake? You'll understand soon. What a wonderful man he is. Snake, I owe you a debt. There's no hate between us. I'll tell you where Dr. Marv is. It's what we would want me to do. Find the man who's guarding the cell where Dr. Marv is being held. Follow that man, and he should lead you straight to the cell. You can tell him by his green beret. He should be on the first floor. Go, got that? A green beret. Follow the man in the green beret. Snyder? Snyder? Snyder! Yep, Snyder. You know, the one that pretty much was trying to tell us who the outer boss, the outer heaven boss was and everything. But before he could spill, freaking he was taken and everything. When he thought he died, but nope. Came back as the Black Ninja and everything. But I guess now he's permanently dead. And everything like that and stuff. So yeah. And man, for a game that came in around 1990, yeah, it has really crazy dialogue, dude. Like, it's just like, wow. Like, dude, like, this was storytelling before storytelling. And stuff. Like, I know there was, like, you know, the original Final Fantasy maybe, and stuff, but man, dude, it's just like, this would have blown a lot of people's minds, like, oh my god, this is actually pretty crazy, and stuff. But yeah. But anyway, oh shoot, I'm almost out of CO2. Oh, nope, can't go here. Nope, can't go there. Alright, I was trying to see if I can actually, nope. And I don't have a gas mask on me, so we got to get out of here before our O2, our breath, our air, pretty much is gone. You know, yeah, as you can see, if you're like in a room that, you know, has gas, you know, you can see you have your O2 meter, and then pretty much if it depletes, your life starts falling like rapidly, and we don't want that to happen and everything like that. And of course, we're back here to pretty much like finding out which card key is which and everything. Like, was it 1? Is it 2? And stuff. I'm like, nope, don't have that card key yet. All right, what about here? Is it card 1 or is it card 2? And stuff. Oh man, we're back to that and everything like that. I will say this though, if you get pretty much, you know, certain amount of keys, there's one key that you could get that's pretty much now colored, and everything, like red card, blue card, or green card, and pretty much you could use that rather than kind of flipping through all these freaking cards, and stuff. So yeah, but anyway, careful with these boxes, or these little things here, this security thing, because they do have laser and everything. You won't be able to see them because they're invisible to the naked eye. But if you get, if you use your cigarettes, you'll be able to see the lasers and everything like that and stuff. And oh, too late, freaking security camera got me, and stuff. So yeah, I'm just like, wow, dude, like again, that's a huge thing. It's like, oh snap, I wouldn't even thought of using a cigarette, because it's like, what is this? And I'm like, why am I always getting caught in this area? And you know, again, this is where you're at. This is where your allies come in with the radio. They'll give you advice and everything on what to do. And we got ourselves a gas mask and everything like that, and stuff. Again, you know, calling for a radio, giving you hints of pretty much what to do and everything like that. That's the best way to go about it and everything like that and stuff. So yeah, but of course this is a playthrough and everything like that. So I pretty much show off what you got to do and everything, best to my memory, and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna pull out the gas mask. Now that we got the gas mask, we're able to, you know, go, your O2 tank increases. It'll still go down, but it'll go down slowly. It won't go down all the way, and stuff. So yeah, and everything like that. So yeah, that's pretty much what the gas mask is used for. It's just pretty much like preventing from your air, from pretty much from running out of air, pretty much, and stuff. So yeah, but now that we are done with this area, we're gonna go ahead and get ourselves back to the elevator and look for the first floor to pretty much get the green beret guy. You actually come over here back in floor 2. You get yourself the silencer and everything like that, so you can now use your handgun freely if you want to, and everything like that and stuff, to pretty much kill your enemies faster rather than using your fists and everything like that and stuff. So yeah, but anyway, here we are back to the first floor, and everything, going back to where the guy in the green beret is at and everything, because he'll lead us to pretty much Dr. Marv and everything. So yeah, and stuff. So we're just gonna go ahead and go over here. That big door right there leads to pretty much a room where pretty much there's these two enemies, and it'll play the I think it's the Czech Republic national anthem, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think so. Is it, or is it? It's some national anthem, and they'll pretty much freeze to they'll freeze to pretty much salute it, and everything like that and stuff. So yeah, nothing really nothing really you're missing in that room and everything. So yeah, but anyway, just over here waiting for this guy. We're waiting for the right time and everything. Also, another thing I should definitely point out, so in terms of your map, your radar, and everything, just like Colonel Campbell said, it's like, you have your radar. It'll pretty much detect where the enemies are at and everything like that in the area and everything. It's broken up into squares to pretty much show off where that area is, and that was the guy in the green beret, and he just freaking caught me. Great, now he just gotta, but anyway, so yeah, so pretty much, okay guys, we are back. We're gonna go ahead and wait for the green beret, but he's actually, nope, not coming around. Okay, the green beret guy actually went over here. All right, we gotta follow this guy. So yep, just follow, keep your distance and everything. There'll be times where he'll look back, as you can see, so it's best to pretty much just wait, just stay behind. Yep, there you go. Well, now you'll be able to go. So yeah, you just gotta kind of make sure you're not too close to him, because he'll look back and then he'll see like, I wonder if I'm being followed. Like, I've got this strange feeling. But yeah, but anyway, the radar. So yeah, so tell where the enemies are at and everything. When you do get caught, that goes away, and everything. Pretty much the radar will jam, and everything, and you won't be able to see the where you're going, or where the enemy's at and stuff. So yes, that's the downside of getting caught and everything. So yeah, and not only that, you'll be faced with a lot of enemies as well and everything. And I will say, since it is a stealth mission, your health kind of depletes if you do get hit by a bullet and everything like that. So yeah, but anyway, still following the green beret guy, still following him. It's a long process. It's a really long process, but it's what you got to do, and everything. Just got to keep your distance. And I don't know where this guy is going. Okay, you just kind of walking in circles at this point. It's like, yeah, it's like, I don't know, I'm still getting followed. Maybe I should take this route rather than taking the shortcut. Like, literally, I'm just like, dude, why didn't you take the shortcut? Why'd you take the long way? Like, really? Like, did you, like, you couldn't go down? Like, you had to do that and stuff? Oh my god. But anyway, oh my god. Alright. Yeah, again, look at that. He's taking the long way again. My god. Shoot. Hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully. Okay, cool. I was gonna say, it's like, don't come over here. Freaking, I'm definitely gonna get seen and stuff. I'm over here taking the long way myself. Oh my god. I don't know why he did that. Oh my god. All right. This one he doesn't have it. This one he doesn't have a choice. He kind of scurried down so quickly. He's like, "Oh my god, I don't have me followed." Ah! And that's not me too. That's not me fast forwarding it at all. Like, that's literally him. Just kind of, I don't know if I'm being followed. Please don't take the long way. Okay, good. I was gonna say, don't take the long way, buddy. You could have freaking like, you could have went that way. Alright. Oh, okay. So good. Alright, let's go ahead and go there. Is he gonna scurry again? Yep, he did. Like, wee, and then slow. Alright, here we go. Yep. Alright. Bam. Alright, there we go. Well, that dealt with him. Alright, now this is pretty much the building here. Yes. Let's go ahead and use, I do believe it's card 1. Nope, card 2. Oh, card 2. Alright, cool. Alright, so here we are. Now you're gonna know what you're wondering. Where is Dr. Marv? Where is Dr. Marv? Where is he and everything? Alright. I'm gonna go, and then again, you gotta call Campbell and everything. Alright, so I'm gonna, I think it's 110, 140. Oh, there you go. Yep. Ah, I see you figured out my code. Where's Dr. Marv? It's been a while, Solid Snake. Dr. Drago Petrovich Madnar, how did you? Marv and I knew each other from the Prague Academy. We didn't speak each other's language, but we were scientific comrades after a fashion. I was captured along with Marv, and we were in America. Where is Dr. Marv? He was moved from here to the tower building a few days ago. It's a tall building a few kilometers north of here. Damn it, I'm late again. So Marv's in the tower building? Snake, can you guess why they've left me alive? They must need you for something, and that means, yes, Metal Gear Snake. It is here in Zanzibar Land. They've already completed a new Metal Gear. The one you destroyed 3 years ago was only a prototype. The new improved Metal Gear is many times more powerful. They're also working on a light production. Then it was Metal Gear that attacked that nuclear disposal site. Precisely. Metal Gear is a nuclear-equipped walking tank. Its true power is unleashed when it is armed with nuclear weapons. Zanzibar Land now has the only nukes in the world, and now they have the sights set on Oilix, a miracle energy source. Snake, now that you know all this, perhaps you can guess who is behind it. Big Boss? The very same. With Metal Gear and Oilix, he plots to rule the world. We cannot let the secrets of Oilix fall into his hands. Science is not meant to be used only for killing. Marv's will is strong, but his heart is weak. We must hurry. I don't know how long he can withstand their torture. If they use drugs on him, he won't last long. Marv and I both carry microtransmitters inside our bodies. They were given to us by a female agent from STB. You could get in touch with her if you knew her frequency. Madnar, what are you gonna do? The wall separation us is made of carbon armor plate. You can't blast your way through it. Just leave me here and go rescue Marv. Snake. Alright, I'll come back for you later. Snake, my daughter Ellen is a fan of yours, but not married yet, and I'm afraid I have a zoologist friend, Johan Jacobson, who lives around here. You can reach on him on frequency 140.40. He'll teach you anything you need to know about animals. Don't worry, I'll make you get home in time for your daughter's wedding. Oh, that was Snake talking. Oh my god. Yeah, I know. Freaking, that was a lot and everything. But what's crazy is that in order to know Dr. Madnar's frequency, Dr. Madnar on the other side of the wall uses Morse code and everything. If you're playing this on the Master Collection, way before you even start the game, it'll show you like, hey, it's like this game has this thing where, you know, uses Morse code and everything. Here's like a chart to know what Morse code does. It's all based on like how it's tapping and everything like that and stuff. But or you could be me and just look up what the frequency is, and then bam, there you got it. But yeah. But anyway, guys, that'll pretty much do it for this episode of Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. Hopefully you enjoyed and found that helpful. I'll see you guys on the next one. Alright, everyone. Laters.